top house. Like, how you feeling right now? Take me through your emotions.
It's crazy. I mean, to other people, it doesn't seem like that big a deal. Like I only have one loss, but it's been almost exactly a year since I've won a fight. Period. Like there's a 4-month delay from when I fight on Tough to when it airs on TV. So for some people, it's like 6 or 7 months. It's almost a year to the date since I've won a fight. And just as a man, that's not what I want. I want to keep winning. That's what the UFC wants. I want to keep finishing like I just did. So it means a lot. That was my Rocky Balboa. Rocky 1. I'm just getting started.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, oh, sorry, you going?
I'm good.
Okay, yeah, so, I mean, like before this real quick.
Yeah.
But, since you left the top house, I mean, it's just been about getting guys who are going to help push you right back to the UFC, give you top performances. Unfortunately, that Josh Harvey fight, it was kind of a weird fight. He wasn't really doing much. He was kind of a little dormant there.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Kevin? You need something? Alright. I mean, so he was a little bit dormant in that fight, but Conor here, he kind of brought the fight to you. It was very exciting. It was kind of back and forth for a little bit. I missed the first round, but I'm pretty sure did you end up on top in the first round?
No, I was just striking. I was striking and landing a lot more from bottom though.
Okay, yeah, you were on bottom and you were giving strikes. So
correct.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, fuck. Totally lost the train of thought. Let me restart. But yeah, like, what does it mean to you to come in here and have this type of performance?
I mean, I definitely would have loved to, knock him out the first shot or take him down and dominate from bell to bell. But I fight to my game. I fight my body. I know where I'm comfortable, and I hate comparing the guys that are active with Tony Ferguson, where it's wherever I am, I'm attacking you. You could say, Joe, you lost the first, Joe, you lost the second, or it was back and forth. Let me get a punch count. Let me get an elbow count. What did Conor land, 1 and 2? Sure, you were on top, but I was beating you the hell up. And it's not disrespectful, it's numbers, it's facts, and it's just the way I fight. I don't care where I am, I'm trying to hit you, I'm trying to hurt you. And that's what I did from bottom. I got top, and that's what I did from top. And I broke him. I broke him from the bottom. I broke him from the top. And I said in the corner, I can feel him breaking. And my coaches said, he's breaking. You're going to finish him in the third. They said it in the second, beginning of the third. They said, now you finish him. And I did.
Yeah, I just think this fight is definitely a testament to your mentality of being in the top house. I mean, obviously it's very disappointing, the result that you had. But you came out of that with the right mentality. You wanted to fight top guys. You wanted to fight the best ones. And that's what you did. I mean, the draw, there's that. I mean, whatever with that situation. But here you come, you get that amazing finish. What do you think? I did it again. But
It's all good.
Just in terms of like this fight, what was the build-up like? How are you taking all that in? Because there was a lot to it.
The biggest opponent from this whole thing was myself. As confident as I am in my skills and how hard I work, there's that little bitch in the back of my head saying, you don't belong here. There's a reason you got cut. There's a reason that Trezano beat you. And that's what I'm fighting. I'm fighting that little stupid voice that I know is lying. And I went out and I shut that voice up.
Yeah, so, I mean, a dominant performance is what you were looking for from the beginning. What do you think you go from here? Do you think you're going to get on the next Cage Titans card? Do you want to take a break? Because, I mean, you got right out of the top house. You went, boom, you main evented the last fight. And now, boom, you're here at the main event. So, what do you think?
It's a really tough spot, and everybody, if you haven't seen it yet, there's plenty of holes in my game, just like there's plenty of holes in anybody's game. And the best way to do it would probably be take some time off and fix them, but I've done nothing but improve since I've started training. So why not keep fighting, and why not improve, and just focus on those bigger holes and make them smaller until there's none. So, I know, like, I want to fight in the next Cage Titans. I want to fight in the next UFC. I've never been to Europe. I'll fight in UFC London. Somehow I got a bunch of fans over there that are tweeting at me every day. Shelby, get Joe on UFC London. If you guys are watching this, keep tweeting. I want to go to London. I talked to Darren Till. He's waiting for my comeback. He's a fan. He saw me at the finale. He was shit-faced, but he became a fan. So, like, I got all these people in the UFC, out of the UFC, other countries that want to see me get that shot. And you know what? If I step back in the octagon and you knock me out in a minute and a half, you'll never hear from me again. I'll fight in Plymouth, Mass for the rest of my life. But until I get that shot again, I'm going to keep fighting and I'm going to keep waiting for my shot.
Yeah, I mean, this performance certainly was like a message to, the UFC, where you were back and forth, but you didn't give up at any moment, and you had that dominant position, and you had the triangle locked in, you were transitioning from triangle, armbar back to triangle. Kind of walk me through like what you were thinking in that third round, because like you said, like you could pay it a certain way if you really want to. Oh, you might have lost maybe round one or round two. So take me through like what you were thinking in that moment.
The second round ended. I stepped on the stool, or sat on the stool, said to Bill Mahoney, he's breaking. I'm going to finish him. He said, you could have lost both rounds. You could have won both rounds. It could be 1-1. It's a weird position. We know that you land more punches. We know that you frustrated him, and we know you're relaxed. But you can't sit on the judges' scorecards. Go out there and finish him as if you're down 2-0 or 0-2. And I said, okay, that's what I'm going to do. And I went out there, and I brought it to him. And just like in the second round, he rushed me with that blitz of his. I slipped, hit him with a straight left, and got the takedown. He reversed it. I ended up on bottom this time. Bill yelled triangle. I saw it. I went for it. And just like my fight IQ and my jiu-jitsu in the Tough House, I locked it up, but I sat on it. I was patient. Connor's good. He's a brown belt. He's higher ranked than me. So I know I need to be patient, but still aggressive. So I squeezed enough to where he had to defend, but not enough to where I was burning myself out. And I threatened with the armbar just so I could cinch up the triangle some more. And that's what I did. And he raised his hand to tap, but he didn't. So I knew I had to get the TKO. So I just went apeshit and just hammer fisted until they stopped the fight.
So what can you kind of quantify like the impact of having, you have the South Shore camp that you grew up with there, obviously Bill, the coach there, is a great coach, clearly just through your experience, but then also, you go out to AKA, you train with Daniel Cormier, the likes of everyone out there. What has it meant to you to have like two camps like that that are both very, very...
It's awesome because they're so real. They don't blow anybody. They get the best guys in the world. They don't need to blow somebody like me that's just coming in from tough. And just like my home in South Shore, they're real with me. They all love me to death, but they cannot stand training me because the way that I fight and the way that I grapple, I'll be up 2 rounds to nothing and then be on my back for the entire third. Like I said, I'm hitting you more than you're hitting me, but that's not the way they want to win. You should see the training sessions out there. They're screaming at me, get off your butt, get on top, hit him. And I'm trying and I'm thinking of it in my head, but I'm falling back on old habits, old tricks, and I'm trying to add to my game and close those holes. So it's amazing having guys like Daniel Cormier, Cain Velasquez, Bob Cook, Javier Mendez, Khabib telling me, you have what it takes, just do it, and pushing me to do that. And they say the same thing that I tell everybody out here. It's not just talk, I'm not just running my gums. The best version of me possible is a UFC champion. With all these holes fixed and stronger and more durable and better cardio, that version of me is one of the greatest fighters on the planet. It's just a matter of getting there.
So do you have like a message for UFC, any matchmakers out there? Do you have anything that you want to say?
Just the same thing I said in the cage a couple minutes ago. One bad performance does not define my career. And if you think otherwise, I'll keep finishing people and I'll keep fighting. And I'll prove you wrong. Everybody says I got my shot on the finale and I failed. I didn't get that shot. I earned that shot. Undefeated as an amateur, undefeated as a pro. Finished 2 of the top-ranked guys in the world. John Gunther was #1 in Ohio. Alan was #1 in Costa Rica. And I finished them both in under a round. So, like I said, one bad performance does not define who I am. And I think I made that point, and I'm just going to keep improving. UFC London.
So, in terms of, do you have anybody you'd like to thank? I'm sure you do.
Too many people, man.
Yeah.
I said it in the cage. Everybody probably thought it was corny. My girlfriend, she's on my ass. Eat well, train hard, shut the hell up, get back to work. She's the best. I don't know why she supports me as much as she does. I'd get sick of me, so I love her to death. And then, like I said, my family, my old family at South Shore Sport Fighting that's riding with me still, and my new friends and family at AKA. You guys are all the best. Everybody that I've trained with to help get me here. All my sponsors, On It, Defense Soap, Receptor, CBD, Impact, the list goes on and on. You guys are the best. I can't even remember them all. You got to check out my shorts.
Sorry, just thought of a question here. So there was a moment when you took him, so you guys were kind of locked against the fence in the third round. You were holding him against her, you kind of deep in that single leg. You got the underhook, but then you fought back and got it out, and you eventually kind of finished that single leg. He looked like he was trying to reverse you at a certain point, but you smartly, you kind of scrambled to his back. Can you kind of like walk us through that transition?
I mean, I'm a very simple person, and as much as I have tricky things up my sleeve, I'm like a dog. I have a simple mindset, and I relate things. Like when you jingle your keys, a dog thinks we're going for a ride. When I see a high crotch single, I think Daniel Cormier, and I'm running back DC versus Alexander Gustafsson. So I'm thinking, pick up that high crotch, turn him over, and sit to the other side. At one point, it might have been that position, it might have been a different one. I had his knees crossed over for this position called knee connect, KC, and I trapped the arm behind him to trap him and hit him with some shots. That's Khabib. I'm not thinking connect his knee in the middle of the fight. I'm thinking, what did Khabib do? What did DC do? These images run through my head, and I just try to emulate it because they're the best guys in the world. So I got that high single, I turned him over, and he was smart. He tried to roll through, and I sat back on that far arm and just kept grinding and hitting him.
Awesome. Do you have any final thoughts or anything you want to mention? We can go ahead, but we're all good.
I'm just ready to get drunk. Randy's waiting for me. Let's just send it.